I decided to jump on here just to see if there was anybody around to have a chat. Um, See how people are doing. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kay. How are you? How are you doing? I am sick. I am sick. I've had a sick couple of days. Just trying a live this way, just sitting in my living room. I haven't cuddled this little Libby girl in a while. I love how I weighed her. She's so nice. I am. I feel terrible. I feel terrible. I really hope we can get to do some painting soon. Um, when I got back from my trip, hi, Southern Reborns. Hello, hello, hello there, my dear. Yes, I am. I do too, but it's been going on for a few days. Trevor got sick first, and now myself and Silas has got a sore throat and stuff, you know. It happens sometimes. Not that much in the summer, but I think he got it from playing poker somewhere or some gosh darn thing. But it's not fun. But yeah, I was painting up a storm when I got back from my trip with my kids, because prior to that, I didn't paint for a while. I got painting up a storm, and then I got into some rooting, but I just don't have the energy to do too much of anything, as you can tell. I should have something to hold this phone, like a tripod or something, tripod. But I'm so happy you guys connected here. I don't like this stupid thing on the screen. Do you guys see a box on the screen? How do I get rid of it? Oh, I just had some neocitrin for nighttime. There's my doggy in the back. Wowee. They can't see you down that way, buddy. You're such a good boy. You thought the good boy. Yeah. Not doggy. That's Wally. Yes, what is it? Neocitrin is like a hot lemon drink. It's like a drink. That's just the brand name of it, Neocitrin. But it's a hot lemon drink. And this nighttime one is, would have Tylenol and different things in it to help you relax and go to sleep. Hopefully it'll help me sleep, because I have been feeling... Oh, you're talking about that stupid box. I don't know how to get rid of that gosh darn stupid box. Can I press that button? I don't know how to get rid of it. Enable draw on top in settings. That's that stupid box. What's that say? Can we hide this stupid arse box? I don't even see where you can do that. I don't know. I don't know how to get rid of it. Now I lost yous all. Did I disappear? I don't know what's going on. Turn your head. This is Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is all messed up, but she's so comfy. Take the soother out of there. I don't like soothers so well. Did I lose everybody? I'm not sure, but how do I get rid of that stupid box? Everybody left because I'm swearing too much. Silly, silly. See my yellow door? Oh my gosh. There's got to be a way to get rid of that silly box. Am I still live? Yeah, I'm still live. Account settings, streaming settings. Draw on top. Platform settings. I don't know what the heckers is going on. I don't know what all these silly things are. I'm just clicking off to all these things. And I don't know. For the most part, I think I'm a pretty good technical savvy person. But now, is the box going to still be there? Ah! Oh, it's still there, for frig's sake. Oh, well. What can you do? I can get rid of that thing. At least I know how to get rid of that thing. Oh my gosh, now I'm doing this. What a boring, boring thing for you guys. I hope everybody else is doing okay out there. I lost my friends. Mama don't have any friends. She lost her friends. She wanted some friends. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. I was watching this series. Gosh, it's called Your Honor on Netflix. It's pretty cool. I like it. How do I get out of this now? Kay is still there. I figured you were gone by now. Yeah, I've been watching this thing called Your Honor. It's interesting. Sorry, I'm not much company. Say hi to Jenny. Jenny's in bed. You're here. Why can't I press that button? Oh my gosh. What you doing, Wally? I see you, buddy. I see you, buddy. Yes, I do. Everybody sees you. Drama? Yeah, it is kind of a drama show. It's about, and I usually don't watch too many drama shows, but I found it and it was like I started watching it. I've been sick the last few days, so I haven't been doing a whole lot. I just didn't want, you know what, there's periods, you go through periods where you watch, she's in bed, is she? Tell her I said hi. No, you go through periods where you watch baby videos, and it's like, want something different to watch. Yeah, I grabbed this one, Your Honor, and basically it's about a judge's son who accidentally hits and kills another child driving on a bike. But this child driving on a bike is actually a mobster's child. So the whole series, it's about them trying to... I'm not going to give it away. If you do got to watch it, it's on Netflix. But it's about them trying to get rid of the suspicion on the son and place it elsewhere. Drama. Oh my goodness. You're still watching your Skywalker Ranch show? I didn't get back into it. I was going to get back into it when you were talking about it there. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Nice to see you. My gosh, I'm trying to press this button because I want to get rid of that. I want to go away. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm acting like a strange weirdo. Oh, I'm learning things all the time with this because I'm doing this a little bit different. The last few lives I did it on my computer. My computer's webcam. This is my phone, so as you can tell, I'm holding it and moving it back and forth. I hope it's not too shaky. and sit in the living room. Doing pretty good, thank you. How are you doing? I'm sick, but I'm good. I'm happy with bells on. Your collection is increasing. Encrypted angels, your collection is increasing. That's good. You're getting lots of babies. I remember your first few videos I was watching. You got your first baby. It was so exciting. I really liked watching it. I love the name Storybook. Storybrooke. I think that name is the cutest, sweetest name. I love it. I love that name. It's so unique. I love unique names, and I love old-fashioned names, but I really like that name. Yes, Storybrooke. That is the coolest name ever. You know what? I think if I'm not having another child, but if I was and I knew, I would name my child Storybrooke. Absolutely, I would. My first child is a girl, Sophia, and I wanted to name her Dove. And I remember saying, you know how everybody asks you, you are a sucker for good double barrel names. Oh, that's cool. Everybody asked, what are you going to name? You got any names? You got any names? And I said, well, if it's Sophia, if it's a girl, it's going to be Dove. And if a boy, it's going to be Noah. And that was my idea. On the wings of a snow white dove. I absolutely loved that song at that time. And that's why I wanted to name her Dove. And hello, fun-sized reborns. Nice to see you. And I remember my mother saying, Dove, why would you do that? And then she's like, everybody's going to think it's soap. And I never thought about Dove soap, but it's like soap. You know, and so I started rethinking it. And then I made Dove her middle name, and she became Sophia. I love both names. But I really, really like unique names. Fun-sized reborns. I'm going to try again to see if I can get this silly thing off the screen. And I keep pressing that button and it's not allowing me to do nothing. DD, and I have, like, I don't know, I got two. Mine were named after soaps. Like soaps on TV? Like soap operas, you mean? Or soap operas? Is that what you mean, Kay? Which ones did you like? My mother, when I was a kid, I remember her watching The Edge of Night. She watched The Edge of Night all the time. And when I was about a teen, no, it was preteen. It was before I could get a real job. I delivered newspapers, and I used to do that after school and early Saturday mornings. And at that time, a girlfriend and I got into watching General Hospital. And I remember it played when I was delivering papers, and I was always trying to deliver my papers really quick before 4 o'clock for when it came on. And there was a couple of houses that they would play General Hospital, and I would stand at their window and look, and I would think, oh my gosh, it's on, what's happening? You get addicted to those things. Jennifer, Days of Our Lives, that's too funny. As the World Turns with my mom and sister. Isn't that funny? I wonder if people still watch these daytime programs, these soap operas. Oh my gosh, my girlfriend and I, that was like our version, I guess, of reality TV, because it's everyday saga, what's happening every single day. For a period, I watched Days of Our Lives too. Jennifer, Days of Our Lives. Oh, I love that, Kay. I love learning about everybody. I never knew that. Yeah. I don't watch them anymore. But you'd get right into them, you know. Who's sleeping with who? Who's doing this? What scandal is going on? Whose baby is who? It's always something like that. Oh, gosh. Can't stay long, but saw you were live and wanted to pop in and say hi. Hope you all have a good night. Well, thank you very much. You too. Take care, fun-sized. I haven't watched soaps in a few years now. It's hard. Gosh, I'm retired. I could watch them, but I don't have cable. But I guess I can watch them on... I don't know if they're on streaming. I don't know if they're on streaming or not. But that'd be funny. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Well, my gosh. What was I going to say? It's so hot here, and I got the fans going. I got the air conditioner off, because when I put that on, I was freezing to death. And then I turned it off. Now I'm hot as hell. Now I got the fan on the ceiling going, and I got another fan over there, and I'm suffocating here from the heat. Oh, my word. I'm a complainer. Trevor says that about me sometimes. Can you ever go without complaining, Belinda? And I would say no. It's in my genes. I complain about everything. Genes, genes. I'm a born complainer. I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. I don't feel like it's complaining. It's just making a statement. I feel like crap. I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm this. I'm that. You know? It just feels like I'm making a statement. So, I'm Cryptid Angels. Do you have... I haven't seen any of your videos in a while, but I haven't... You know what? I've been back home from the little getaway with my kids. We went to Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. And never watched any videos. Never watched any real videos since I come back. I don't think, maybe a few, and that's it. I get on this kick of watching all kinds of people, van life, people living in their vans and living in their cars. So I start watching all that stuff, and then I go on a roll, and then I'm like, how cool, you know. If push comes to shove, you can always live in your vehicles. That's what I think, you know. Make life. And in Canada, I mean, you know, people do it. I mean, there's a lot of homeless everywhere, but if you have the funds and you're able to get a vehicle, you know, you just never know. But anyway, what did I just knock over? I don't know what I knocked over. But what I was saying was, I think a lot of those YouTube channels where they live in their vans and stuff, a lot of them are probably stage stuff, not legitimate. But then I watched different documentaries, and one's talking about how a lot of women over the age of 50, are ending up living in their cars, but they're like hidden homeless because, you know, they're not really coming up as statistics as homeless, but they're living in their cars. I don't know. Not sure exactly what I'm coming back. Lately, I've been digging deep into junk journaling, other passion in life. Junk journaling? What is that? Oh, you've been taking a break from YouTube the past few weeks. I put a community post saying as such. Oh, I missed that. Oh, you complained about pain. Oh, my goodness, Kay. Hello, Little Duckleys Nursery. How are you? How are you? You know what? I take breaks, I guess, from YouTube, but I don't even announce it. I just tend to disappear, I find. You know, because, you know, you come on, you disappear, you come back on. And then I go through phases. If anybody follows me and watches my videos, they know I'll do a bunch of them, and you won't see me for a while. You know, I do it. I do it when I'm really into it. And I want to be doing it right now. It's just to come down with this cold. So it's a pain in the ass. Little Ducklings Nursery. I like the name of that. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. But if you ever want something different to watch on YouTube, this van life stuff of ladies that are like 50 and older is so interesting. And there's a lot of folks in the States because, of course, warmer weather a lot of the time. But I mean, the people that live in them, like, it's fascinating how people can live in their cars and smaller cars. There was one young lady, and I can't remember, this is a young lady, but she was in the foster care system for, well, her life. And then she ended up getting a relationship, and I think she did stay with him for a while. Anyway, it didn't work out. She ended up trying to get a place, and the rents were high during 2020, and she ended up going in her vehicle. And she's been in her vehicle for a long time. Oh my gosh. There was a couple videos that I seen, and I felt bad because she was in like a Chev. I don't know. It's just a car. Like, it's not a fancy van. And she had her dog and her cat. And then her dog ended up passing away. And I was heartbroken for her because this dog she was so, so close to. And it appeared by when she was talking that she was let down by so many people throughout her lifetime. As a child, as a teen, as a young adult. And she just counted on her dog in her life, you know? And it was heartbreaking for her. I mean, losing a pet is really, really hard. But I would assume it's so hard when you don't have any other supports, you know? I shouldn't talk about sad things, but I'm doing that. You binge watch Chateau renovations. Really? I have a few flick-throughs of some junk journals I've done on my channel. The mermaid junk journal I made for my sister is probably the best one so far. If you ever want to see what a junk journal is. Just looking for someone who chats while you're doing a doll. Nice. Lost of peeps make videos all about junk journals, flip through and how to make. You know what? When I went to the gathering of the ladies and gentlemen, the folks that went to Atlanta, there was a lady who bought one of my babies who gave me what I think might be the same that you're calling a junk journal to give to somebody at the gathering. First she said, put it in the giveaway gift bag. And then she said, well, you know what? If you find someone that's going to the gathering that really loves Barbies, just give it to her. And it was made out of an old Barbie book. And then when you opened it up, there was all different slots and different things, different magazines, articles about Barbies, all kinds of different things. The little pockets and little things you could put stuff in. Is that what you mean, Encrypted Angels? Oh, Root. Oh my gosh. You know what? Rooting baby dolls. I actually put a map on a doll today. And I thought, okay, let's get down to business. I'm going to root this doll with a map on the head. Then you got the arrows going this way and arrows going that way. Oh my word. And then I started doing the side of the doll's head. And I'm like, this hair is so thick. You can't be doing rows and rows of hair. It's got to be just sporadic, spread out hair for it to look like a newborn. Because they don't have, well, some, I guess, babies have thick hair, but for the most part, they don't. So I'm spreading it out, and I'm thinking, and then you make these, you know, the rows, and you go in the row and stuff. But how do you know someone's starting a new row? Seriously? How do you know? Sounds like that may have been either or junk journal or a glue book. But once you make junk journal, it can be a glue book if one wants. But yes, that's the idea. A glue book and a junk journal. Okay. You can do anything in the world with junk journals. My gosh, I'm going to have to check that out. I'm assuming that on your channel that you do have this in your title. Like junk journals in your title. Directional routing. Yes, directional routing. You're doing it directionally. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want thick hair on a doll. I just want newborn hair, you know? And I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying it. We'll see what it turns out. But routing is frustrating. I just ordered a few more needles. It's hard to get needles. I tried a few places, and I thought, what the heckers? I wonder if I can get needles at Temu or AliExpress, and I couldn't see any there. So I ordered some from McPherson's, and they should come soon because, you know, you do break them. And I also bought the heating thing. You put up the doll's head to warm it up so it's not as hard to root. But now I need a new light. The light was no good, or I dropped it or something. I don't know. Anyway, it gets really hot. Yeah, with the photo of the journal it's under the category on my channel page, craft, cook with me, or something like that effect. Ooh, you're doing cooking ones too? Well now, I can check those out. Begin something different. Do you guys go through that phase where you're watching baby videos and then you're like, oh, I gotta watch something different? You know, and even though we don't want to be drawn to the drama, the baby drama, the doll drama, we still, by the title, are drawn to it because we're all nosy. We're nosy. I'm nosy. It's just like, oh, something different. And pickles is everywhere. Like, Kay, you've been doing reborning forever. Has there been other dolls where you see the doll comes out, and then it's everywhere? Like, was it like that with Levi? Levi. Everywhere you look, there's Levi's, a million Levi's. I find everything I'm finding on YouTube, on community walls, on Facebook, it's pickles. And the lips on pickles. Now that I'm working on pickles, or 2 pickles, the lips are so cute. You just want to squeeze those cheeks and just kiss those little lips. They're just so cute. A night light bulb. Yes, that's exactly what it is. A night light bulb. I got to get another bulb. It just softens up the head a little bit. All popular kits. All popular kits go like that, where everybody gets them. Wow, I've never seen like this overwhelming excitement of kits. But now, I guess maybe it's more because it's also being mass produced also, right? Not just from the vendors, there's also mass production of the kits from China. So you're seeing them all over the place. They're so cute. I love pickles. But I feel pickle overloaded. You know? Maybe that's the way it feels when kits do become popular. Becomes an overload. It's like diarrhea of pickles everywhere on social media. Everywhere. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm not shaking this too much. Oh my God. It's so funny, isn't it? Oh dear, heaven forbid. I have my name out there a few times to get like a part-time job a little bit, and I can't get a job for the life of me. You know what? I think it's age discrimination. I don't think anybody wants to hire an old lady. I'm not old, but I can't get a job. You know, I tried the pet store. I tried the SPCA. I've tried all different places. I just tried, like, and I do have a lot of qualifications, so I'm taking out those so they don't look at me and go, oh, overqualified, or they don't want me there. But I'm starting to think there's age discrimination out there. You know, they think in their head, well, she's not going to be here long, but they don't realize that, you know, I will be dedicated when I'm there. But I feel everywhere I turn, pickle this, pickle that. This is true. This is true. I feel the same. It's like, oh my goodness. And then people are getting more than one pickle. I love the pickles. I do. I love the sculpt. But I don't think I want to have more than one. I love the big babies anyway. Like I love Joseph. The big baby Joseph. I should have bought a pickle. Well, you can always get the other kits. That's what I'm painting, a couple of kits. But they're not from, you know, a vendor. Oh, I can hear the cat meowing. Discrimination of any kinds is horrible. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Oh, I must have missed something. What's happening? Oh, yes. Yes, age discrimination. No, I think so. I mean, you know, I just figured it would be nice so I can buy more babies, but not desperado or anything. It's just weird. When I was younger, I never had problems getting jobs. But I'm in I'm in a small town. And the last job I was in, it didn't end well. I never did anything wrong, but I ended up taking the organization to human rights and occupational health and safety and things like that. So it doesn't help in a small town. So I think that could be very relatable too. The word spreads around. So I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to go into the helping field. I'll just go looking for a job like, you know, retail or somewhere like that. My gosh, no. Nope. Not even a Walmart greeter. Gosh, that would be fun. I never thought about a Walmart greeter. No, different Walmarts. I filled out the Walmart stuff. They're not hiring for a greeter currently in our area. But everything on Walmart, the stuff they make you do online. But I did fill out applications for Walmart. Yes, discrimination, you're right. I forgot it when I was talking about encrypted angels. Walmart is a greeter, Kay says. And how are you today? I'm very good. What are you up to? You know what? There was a gal in our small town. I worked with her at Kmart for many years. And she's a greeter. She was a greeter at Walmart. But beautiful lady, really liked her. But she wasn't a greeter. Like, she didn't say hi when you went in. I figure that's what you're supposed to do, but hey, what am I supposed to know? Like, I'm just figuring, you know, you should say hi, how are you, welcome to Walmart or something. But how about a nursing home? I did apply. I did. This is probably about my third time I applied for nursing homes here. And I worked in a big nursing home and a small little nursing home. Yeah. I got my PCW's personal care worker. Now you have to have CCA here in Canada. And I don't know what that acronym stands for now. So unless I'm grandfathered in, I really have to get some other training. I applied for medication awareness, which I have all that medication training and stuff. But yeah, no. Darn, I know. I know. What can you do? What can you do when you live in a shoe? Move out and buy a boot. That's what I did. CNA at Residence Center. CNA. What's that for? Stand for, K? That's probably the same as CCA here. Continuing Care Assistant is what it's called here. You're a continuing nursing assistant, is it? Yeah, it was PCW, and then they changed it. They changed it the same year I went into PCW. Halfway through the year of our program, they said it's changing to CCA, and we're like, well, what's the point? Why are we paying for this program then? And they said, well, they're willing to take people now, but if you get in, you'd be grandfathered in, but moving forward, you're going to need the CCA program. And it's like, well, you should update us now. Well, if you're in a job, they'll update you, because there was a few more added courses or something you had to take. And I was like, what a shit show. We paid for this, and now, they should have told us at the beginning of the year the chances of it changing was growing. But anyway, stop complaining, Belinda. That's all you do is complain and complain. There you go. Move out on a houseboat. Yes, a houseboat. That sounds nice. Although I think I'd like a van. I think I'd like to live in a van first. Like, where can you go in a houseboat? You just have to let it sit in the Halifax Harbor and just bob around. Do you have to pay to have your boat sitting in the harbor? Interesting. It's a lot for a boat. You might as well buy a van. Okay, yes, Kay. Certified nursing assistant, yeah. When my mom was growing up, she said, and I don't know if in the States it's the same, but here in Nova Scotia, they had what they called candy stripers. And candy stripers were, thank you, Encrypted Angels, certified nurse assistant. Candy stripers were young girls or guys or whoever that wanted to go into nursing could go, and I think they volunteered at the hospital, and it was called candy stripers, and then they'd get an idea of what it was like in nursing, and they could go and help out and stuff. You were a CNA for several years. Wally, you leave the kitty. You stop that. Wally, you leave that kitty. Leave Alice alone. I see you, and everybody else sees you. I used to work as medical assistant, an MA medical assistant. So, is that someone in a doctor's office who organizes the appointments and things like that? A medical assistant? See, I worked in the mental health field as a support worker and then manager. And I did that in a small option home, a residential setting, and then I did that in a vocational setting, and we had an apartment program, and then I managed a few programs which are youth programs and things like that. And so that's the line of work I did before I stopped work. Your daughters are CMA. Oh, nurse's assistant, you mean, Kay? My gosh, I know here, my nephew just graduated as an RN, registered nurse here in Canada, it's called. And it's just crazy here. Overworked, underpaid. I don't know why anybody would want to go into that field. You want to go into the helping field if you have that personality to help. And I always had that personality to help. But then when I was so got to the point where I was burnt out from the job. My actual job wasn't very helpful in that situation or supportive. But yeah, you're worked to the bone. Like, the burnout rate is really high in any kind of helping profession or nursing or any kind of health field here in Nova Scotia. I don't know about anywhere else, but I think they even have a government program now helping paying for those courses. And why am I thinking something about a doctor that government will pay so much or something, as long as you stay in Canada, to be a doctor for X amount of years? That's how desperate we are for medical professionals. If you schedule a nurse's appointment in your family, doctor's office, draw blood, remove stitches, you take your blood pressure, you're seeing an MA in your doctor's office. Oh, we don't have those. We don't have a medical assistant. That's cool. We don't have that here. They just started with having an RN, and then you get extra education to become like a nurse's up from that, which does, I think, what you're talking about in your doctor's office. Yeah, but we don't have anything like that right now. Hopefully it's in the works, but no. MA or MCMA stands for certified, which if you're working as a medical assistant, you have to get your certificate. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah. It's just something. I mean, the amount of money, like universities and things, they're a business. I mean, they're a business, and they charge a lot, and they recruit people, from everywhere here in Nova Scotia to come and go to the university, yada, yada. And the amount of money you got to pay back. And to go into the medical profession and for what you get paid, oh my gosh. When you think about the loans that you got to pay back, it's just like you're working retail for the next 10 years of your life, because the rest of your money that you get for work in that profession is going to your student loans. It's something. It's sad, really. My daughter got hired on a place internship and has been there ever since. 18 years. Wow. Good for her. That's good. She must really like that job. That's a long time to do that job. Yeah. The helping professions is very, very admirable positions. And you really have to do a lot of self-care, because it's very, very difficult and burnout. It's hard to see different people suffering and different people in need, and if your hands are tied and people take things personally directed at you, and it can be hard. But very admirable. My dad worked with individuals with intellectual disabilities for 25 years. And then I went into the mental health, and after nursing, like personal care worker, and went into mental health work. And then my daughter's in youth care right now. She works in a nurse. She worked in a shelter. Now she does casework with youth, trying to connect them to supports and things. A lot of addiction and homelessness and stuff like that. So I guess we all kind of followed that avenue. It's interesting how that goes, eh? You make videos in junk journals. Woohoo! Same with me. Now I make videos and do babies. I never would have thought when I left my job, someone told me I would be playing with baby dolls and painting baby dolls I would laugh. I said, what are you talking about? You be on YouTube and you be playing with dolls and painting dolls, and this is what you're going to be doing. I laugh. I would laugh, but I'm so happy. My dad would always say things happen for a reason, and it was good that I left when I did. Everybody that I worked with all those years, none of them are there now, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for them, because the environment was so toxic. You are a doll creator. Yes, you are. You are the creator, Kay. Oh, what about a private sitter? I did that for a while, too. Took care of adults that needed 24-hour care. Yes. Yes, I did look into that. Keeping my eye open for that. I don't want anything on a full-time basis. I just want something here and there, because I still am looking for, I'm still doing my YouTube videos and my dolls and stuff, and I want to be able to go when I need to. Like, I don't want to go working full-time every day, so there's so many options. I will tell you, there was a job interview. This was about, oh my word, 4 years ago or something. Because I've left my job now for, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh my gosh, it's coming on 7 years that I've been home. Isn't that crazy? And in the meantime, I did an Airbnb, I delivered papers, I did some work out of my home, like working for the cable companies. I worked for Rogers out of my home, and different things like that. Anywho, what I was going to say is I went for this job interview where someone wanted someone to come into their house to look after their mother. So I went to the house for the interview, and we went in, and I'm like, oh, they will live in a farm or something. And I went in the house. They had lots of animals. And while I was sitting there doing the interview, I could hear all this jumping around and going on and just smashing and banging upstairs. And the gentleman said, oh, don't worry about that. We have goats up there. And I said, goats? They said, yes. They won't come down. They're blocked off, but they're up there. They're baby goats jumping around and running around. I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, do I gotta clean after these goats? And his mother lived with him, see, but he worked, and he had his partner there too. And they had dogs and cats and a bunch of goats upstairs, and they were wanting to hire me and all this, and they said, you gotta scrub the floors regularly, because the animals running around and stuff like that, it was lots of animals, and it was lots of animals. So I came home and I talked to Trevor, and I'm telling him this, and I'm thinking it's just me, but maybe you become so conditioned to certain things that you just don't realize that's odd to to someone, just some random person. It's odd to have goats running around, smashing and banging upstairs, I wish I didn't see them, though, because I imagine they're super cute baby goats. But they had pigs outside, and they had different things, and then they got a new puppy, and then had another dog that came in and out, and they had cats and stuff. The lady was a sweetheart. She was set up in the living room, but I decided not to take that position. It was way out of my way to drive through. But it's just, I don't know, I decided it just wasn't for me. He wanted me to cook meals for the partners and the mother, and so it just wasn't just looking after the mother. It was like looking after the whole house and them, like meals and stuff. And the partner was home all the time. It was interesting. Anyway, you get this feeling. It just wasn't for me at that time. It wasn't for me. Anyway, that's my little story. I do that now. My daughter, she likes watching the reborns. Yes. Yeah, I did think I was, it was interesting, but you know what? I'd hate to scrub those floors. I know, and the guy that worked outside, he came in and out all the time. He didn't take his barn footwear off, so it was a constant scrubbing. And I thought, well, this is not a job just caring for the mom. This is a job caring for the farmhouse and all the animals and the mom. You know? Anywho, it wasn't the time for that, you know? And I do know the more I've been out of the workforce in the public eye in so long, I'm more and more wanting to do things from my home. I mean, yeah, it's weird. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't love people as much as I used to. Here I am cranking again. Anyway, I'm going to stop cranking. My little Wally Potter, my other dog that passed was Harry Potter, and then I had Mabel, and she passed. Now I have Wally and Layla. Anyway, my Wally wants to go outside, so I'm going to have to go and let him out. And I just want to thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I can always count on a few people coming and saying hi and shooting the shit with Mama and whatever doll I have with me while we just kill some time together. And I hope your rooting is going good, Ducklings Nursery. Have a great evening, everybody. I think I'm going to need... I wish I had a nice cold popsicle for my throat. Something really cold. I think I'm going to get it. I have little containers that have grapefruit in it. Syrup has some sugar added to it, which is not that good. But that'll be nice and cold on my throat. But I think I might do that. So, guys, thank you. I love yous all. I appreciate you all. I'm going to check out some junk journals probably tomorrow on those videos. And hopefully we will be painting soon, Kay, and Fun Size Reborns. And Little Ducklings Nursery. Have fun rooting. All right, guys. Take care. Bye, guys.